Okay, we're on Shevuot Perek Daled, Mishnah Daled. We're continuing to talk about Shevuat Ha'edut, the Shevuah that a person takes. If a person takes a Shevuah denying that he owes, that he has testimony about he witnessed something that he can testify about, then he's chayav a korban. So we talked about the idea that the testimony is that A owes B, Reuben or Shimon, money. So now the Mishnah says we're talking about two edim. So therefore, kafrush nehem ke'achad. If they both deny that they have any testimony at once, at the same time, or tokadei dibor, do you have testimony? No. Do you have testimony? No. Then shnehem chayavin. They're a viable edut. But if they deny one after the other, so you bring in witness one, do you have testimony? No, I don't know anything. Okay, and then you bring witness two, and a few minutes later, harishon chayav, v'asheni patur. The rishon is chayav because when he denied testimony, there was a viable testimony to be had. But the second one is exempt. Why? Because by the time we got to the second guy and he denies it, there is no first guy to join with. You need two adim in order to have a testimony, and there's only one now because the first guy's already gone. The first guy denies it, and therefore, the second one is not roi la'id. He's not worth it to testify. Shu yechidi is alone. Now, what this means is something really interesting. The Kahati points out quite clearly. From this, we learn if the second one is patur, we learn that you're only chayav Shevuat Ha'edut if it's an edut that would have led to the owing, to the payment of money. Here, okay, if they're coming at once, their edut could have brought money, so therefore shneim chayavin. But the first guy, before the first guy testifies and denies it, there is a possibility of payment. But once this first guy denies it, the second guy is here, right? The second guy comes along and says, I don't know a testimony either. There's no possibility of payment. So therefore, Shevuat Ha'edut is only when there's a possibility of payment. Kafar echad, v'hoda echad, hakofer chayav. If one of them denies it and one of them admits it, then the kofer is chayav. The one who denies it is chayav. Right? Isn't this obvious? So the Kahati says the Gemara is talking about where they both denied it, and then the first one, tokadei dibur, said, "No, I admit it." That he could change his mind, tokadei dibur. Okay? The one who admits it is patur, and the one who denies and stays and denies doesn't change his mind. He's like, I changed my mind. Let's say there are two pairs of edim. Okay? So since there are two pairs of edim, even if the first pair will totally deny that they have testimony, there's still another pair. And since we learned that Shevuat Ha'edut is only chayav if they're denying the payment of money, there's a second pair of testimony. So therefore, kafra rishonim, v'achar kafra shniya. The first pair denies it, and then the second pair denies it. Shten chayavot. They're both chayav. Why? Because the edut could have been upheld with both of them. The Gemara asks, 1 second, why is the first one chayav? When the first one gave their testimony, there's still a second pair of edim. So the Gemara has a very interesting answer. You have two pairs of edim. The first pair, they're just regular pairs. The second pair, it's Reuven and Shimon, and Reuven's wife and Shimon's wife are relatives. So therefore, Reuven and Shimon, at the time of the testimony of the first guys, are not a viable edim. Okay? But they weren't eligible. But unishotem goes to so their wives are on their deathbeds. I guess one of them at least says both wives are on their deathbed. So they're relatives, but as soon as the wives die, they're not relatives anymore. So therefore, kafra rishona v'achar kafra. We're talking about the following case: first pair denies the testimony. The second pair is not yet viable, okay, because their wives are related to each other. So therefore, the first one denies payment. They're chayav. Then the wives die. Now the second pair comes along and denies it. Shtein chayavo. Then they're both chayav. That's the case that the Gemara says. All right, so you might have thought that since the women are going to die anyway, therefore the second pair is really viable and the first pair is patur. No, they're both chayav. Let's admit that the Gemara is reading the Mishnah out of context in order to make sense the logic of the Mishnah. I'll stop here and dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.